15 Nights of Halloween Gaming.
Welcome everyone to the DNN's 15 Nights of Halloween Gaming video series, where we cover 15 videos from different systems, different eras, and a full spectrum of gaming genres. As you can already tell, there's really only one place to start with this kind of thing, and that's to start off with what many consider to be the beginning. I'm Brandon, host of the Animation Destination podcast, and this is Castlevania. Released for the NES on September 26, 1986, Simon Belmont was set upon his first quest to slay the Lord of Darkness, Dracula himself. Spawning a franchise that stretches over a 40-game library, the original Castlevania is still well remembered as an 8-bit classic. Its reputation holds the test of time due to its stellar game design and deliberate enemy placement that turns each section of the game into sort of action puzzle. Simon controls a bit more deliberately than most platformers of the time, and stifled as well with a committed jump arc, a delayed action on his whip attack, and an array of secondary weapons with a variety of effects and uses. All this put together allows you to tackle each level and boss in a different way each time, and subsequently makes each new level terrifying. Seriously, at no point do you feel like you can rush through this game unless you run through it with a fine-tooth comb. And even after you've beaten and mastered a lot of the parts of the game, you'll even still come across certain parts where it's the, oh no, not this part kind of situation. There are seriously parts in this game where you actually legitimately stop and think, do I want to do this? It looks terrifying, and you just know you're gonna get your butt kicked as soon as you go through that door. The fear of the player feels during these segments, the dark, broody imagery, the horror trope enemies, the Transylvanian decor, and of course the beautiful score. All this put together just screams classic Halloween on the 8-bit NES system. If you haven't picked it up, go ahead and do so because it's well, it's really hard, but it's also really rewarding. I died again. Okay, so the difficulty level can be a little bit... Okay, I'm not giving up till I beat Dracula. I'm gonna beat Dracula, but Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go left instead. I'm just gonna go over here. Oh look, there's Dracula! I'm gonna kill him! He's dead! Game over. I win. In all honesty, the difficulty level is challenging, but in a good way. You get a real sense of accomplishment when you figure out an easier way to do a certain area, or take out an enemy, or figure out his pattern. Cut that with the iconic characters, enemies, and music, and you have the makings of a real video game classic. Castlevania still delivers the best of gaming almost 30 years later. Are you freaking kidding me? Thanks everyone for checking out our first night of the 15 Nights of Halloween Gaming. If you like this video, check out my podcast, Animation Destination. It covers cartoons, anime, and pretty much all things animation by the DNN's resident cartoon junkie, which is me. Check out our other content at DestinationComics.com, and stay tuned for tomorrow's episode as we've got 2 long weeks of spooky Halloween-themed games left to cover.